Dougco Schools fired superintendent is filing a federal complaint saying that conservative board members got rid of him for standing up for the civil rights of students with disabilities and students of color. Corey Wise is talking about his support for masking rules back during the pandemic and the district's equity policy. His EEOC complaint says the new board wasn't just going in a new direction, it was retaliating for his work on behalf of those legally protected groups. Here's Luis De Leon with that.
Let me prove, and if I don't, then come have that conversation.
A little more than 2 months after being fired without cause by the conservative majority Douglas County School Board, Corey Wise has filed a civil rights complaint against the district.
And to be retaliated against for doing what's right and legally protected, that's not okay.
He claims he was retaliated against for policies he implemented and for backing students with disabilities in a lawsuit over wearing masks, among other things. We asked why he thinks his firing constitutes this kind of complaint.
When I take a stand and lead and are part of a lawsuit, and I have to testify, and part of my job is to follow through on that policy and also follow through on what we legally cannot do, and that's to protect our students who are most at risk and our employees. You know, that's a duty, that's an obligation, that's a responsibility, and that's part of the law.
The same is true, he says, with the school's equity policy he implemented.
I think that's critical, and I think that's an imperative. And so to see those rights violated, that's not okay.
Some might see this interview and say, you know, this is being dragged on in a public sphere. Do you feel that this publicity is sort of negative, though, at the school district that you served for so long?
Yeah, so I didn't make this decision. I think that's a question to the 4 board members. I think it's the backers on the platform coming in that unfortunately they made this decision, and they need to understand that and own that.
The district has already hired a new superintendent, Aaron Kane. Board President Mike Peterson admitted that he had given Kane a heads up in advance of the firing. Despite everything that's happened, Wise says he still believes in the future of the district.
Trust has been broken. And Erin's unfortunately in a position that she's going to have to work hard with her role of the past and her role of the future. The teachers and the leaders, the schools have the impact, and they've led through before, and they'll continue to lead through no matter what. And that's the keystone of a school district.
Spokesperson for Dougco Schools said they did not have a response as of today to the complaint when I first reached out. I also have not heard back from the 4 board directors that make up the conservative majority. Kyle Wise tells me that he has not spoken with those directors either.
Luis, thank you.